Sinful, right? About legacy. You remember that name from them? How would they then know what they're supposed to do for God? The original name that was intended for them, the parents didn't ask God, right? That's why you ask God about the name that you're supposed to get for the child. But if you are full of sin, you won't get an answer, right? Because that's not your child. The name matters. That's the legacy of the child. Now, if God blesses me with a husband and we adopt, that's something totally different. Because that's king and queen. That's what God intended it to be. Intentions intended. And nobody asked you how you feel about it. If you want something else than what has been placed before you, ask for a menu and get that from God. I don't have it. But I'll tell you where to get it from. Ask for a menu. I don't have it. But I tell you that the cross is holding it. Menu. But I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't judge. I'm just telling you. What is God telling you to do? Is he telling you to adopt a child and ruin their legacy? You need to get yourself together and find out what God has for you. If you are a person and you're on this planet, you are beautiful, you are wonderful, you are exactly what and where God intended you to be. How can you though? Because you don't feel like it. I don't feel like I tried God and he doesn't work for me. I've heard that so many times. Think about this. He's a God, a great God, a supernatural God. You are nothing but a puff of air. We are all just puffs of air. Right now on earth, we're a puff of air. As far as eternity is concerned, we're a puff of air. We have eternal lives, but puff of air. I'm saying let Jesus shod your feet. I'm saying let Jesus wash your feet. I'm saying let Jesus love on you. I'm saying let Jesus tell you what he wants you to do. I'm saying get the pride in the right things. I'm saying God wants to get the glory out of your life. I'm saying get right with Jesus, right? At the end of the day, once upon a time, you're going to go home. The end. But where will you live? Right? At the end of the day, you have a legacy. You have a story to tell. See, we were standing in the house with my father at the time. So the story as a kid, my story was known. Everyone knew my story. That's why they told me, I was the only one in my family that they told I could not cut my hair or drink alcohol at all. I was told that. No one else knows that. My grandmother, my mother. The adults, the grandparents and all that stuff, they probably know that, but I was told that story. My older sister, my mother was a single parent raising my older sister when my father came into her life. The father was not there. I'm telling you guys what happened so that you'll understand. Stay with me. Her father was not there. I don't know where her father is, and neither does she. I said, I told her, I was like, Tasha, just do ancestry. Don't you want to know? She was like, no. That's why she's so lost right now. And she tried to pick me out to be lost with her. You were born in a crate. Why did she say that to me? Because as a kid, she felt like she was put in a crate. Because her father was not there. You are creating children. Not creating, creating. Creating children. Putting them in a crate and setting them up for failure. Putting them in a crate and setting them up for death. To not have a legacy. My sister's suicidal at least 2.5 years out of every decade. And she doesn't realize that it could be traced back to the fact that she never knew her father. So now, as a result, she blames my mother And also says it is your fault because you beat Jamie and you did this. But here's the thing. My mother's not at fault for my sister not knowing who her father is. My mother did exactly what I would have done if I had a daughter with somebody that walked away. We know what he did for a profession. He was a boxer. That's it. That's all we know. We don't know why my older brother's not here. But this is it. That's it. We don't know anything about your legacy. That's it. Have you guys watched This Is Us? Where they adopted the African American kid. Beautiful situation. She did the best that she could, even though she knew the father, and she tried to hide the fact that she knew the father from the son. Terrible thing, right? But he longed and longed and longed when he got older for it to know his biological father. And like you guys, what she was doing was fulfilling her desire for a child, not fulfilling the child's desires. Because the child wanted to know his father so bad. He was walking around curling his tongue and taking percentages of people that could curl their tongue. He wanted to know his father so badly. He knew. Mommy ain't right. He knew. My two dads don't work. He knew. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it because it needs to be talked about. Because if you don't get right, you're going to hell. But I love you with the love of the Lord. I'm gentle. Take that gently. You're going to hell. It's fun these. Right, if I don't get right, if I keep lying, I'm a liar. Y'all gotta come to me. Even in your gay state, come to me, to Jamie. Stop being a liar. You lied the other day. You ate that chicken. You right. If I don't stop lying, I'm going to hell, right? If you don't stop gaying, you're going to hell. It's a sin. Lying's a sin. Lying's actually an abomination. Gaying is not an abomination. For what I saw, I didn't look up the abominations. I looked for myself in the abominations. I knew I wasn't gay, but I know there's 7 things that abhor or as abomination to the Lord. And lying is mentioned twice. So I look for Jamie in it. I don't look for anybody else in it. So I know I got a long ways to go. So let's go together. Get right with God. Just like I need to get right with God. I'm not lying anymore. I used to as a kid. Made up stories. Because sometimes when you make up stories, it's to get away from the story that you're living. That just tells you, why do I need to run from the story? Nobody asked me that. Why do I need to lie? Why do I need to run from the story? Because the wrong hero was running my stories. See, I think that's what goes on with every sin. We don't appreciate the hero of our life, so we make the hero outside of ourselves, or the wrong hero, the prominent figure in our story. I'm giving the wrong hero glory for my story. I'm giving the wrong hero prominence in my plan. I'm giving the wrong hero a protection from the provider who's supposed to be provided and giving provision over my life. I'm speaking to the wrong hero and calling him a shiro. I'm speaking to the wrong hero, right? At the end of the day, whether you're gay, straight, purple, happy, yellow, Spanish, like Jamie, Nigerian, got big feet, got small feet, I have little hands with a larger body. It weirds me out a little bit. But anyway, as long as God made me, I am perfect. You are perfect just the way that you are. You were made perfect. But we entered a sinful world. And at the end of the day, we all need Oh, yes, God. Thank you. Thank you for being the hero of our story. God, when we're going to start making Jesus the hero of our story. He is the hero. He gets the glory for the story. If you start giving God the glory for your story, get up in the morning and start praying and giving God glory for your story. Give him the glory for your story. The more you do that, God, you get the glory for that one. God, you get the glory for that one. You see him in everything. And when he takes you into what he told me this is, the hair room, right? He told me, he just said it a while ago. I've been talking to you guys a long time, even on Jonathan Street. Remember that? I started talking about Esther, the queen, going into the hair room, right? Right before, and she came out and her king was there. Going into the hair room, she was prepared. I said, why doesn't, I love this family situation, but it hurts a little bit. It doesn't hurt, but it's teaching, it's learning, it's pruning. This God's preparing me for ministry. Some type of ministry. Give God the glory in everything. And watch him do it. Oh, God bless you.